Jon Stewart. He's back, and he's been back for a while. And some people give him big props. They were like really applauding for him being back. And I was like, okay, Jon Stewart, I remember this guy, you know. Seemed like a decent guy, gave his commentary when he was real with it, you know. That's how I felt. That's how I saw him. Was kind of disappointed when he left Comedy Central because he seemed like an authentic type of person. He would bring people on his show to have real conversations about real shit. He pretty much, you know, he knew enough to ask questions, which is no small thing. Well, anyway, then I saw people going after him because he had a couple of takes they wouldn't have because they want to be in a certain club or I don't know. I saw people going at Jon Stewart because they disagree with him. So I'm just saying this is what happens, right? So first it's like, hey, Jon Stewart's back. That's our guy. Then it's like, he thinks something that we don't want him to think. So I saw people coming out with the knives. And now I see that they smeared him. They start smearing this guy based on something he said like a couple months ago. In a joke about J.K. Rowling because, well, they don't like J.K. Rowling, the Harry Potter lady? Yeah, the Harry Potter book lady. They don't like her, and they said Jon Stewart called her anti-Semitic because of some goblins or something like this. Is crazy. All I'm saying is, he came out, he says, no, that's not true. I don't know, Newsweek? I don't know who said this. He said they're all full of shit and that they're a bunch of liars. And what I'm getting to is everyone's stabbing everyone in the back. It's all for ratings. It's all for money. These are news entities we're talking about. Like, it's one thing when Tim Black gets it wrong. I've got it wrong before. I'll get it wrong again. I try to apologize and get out in front of it and make it right. Do a retraction and say, hey, this is bullshit. My bad. You know. But organizations with multiple people and checks and balances and editors, they don't come back and apologize. They just do the wrong thing intentionally. They got editors and staff and writers and producers. They got all this stuff. What happens when they do it? What happens when the news entities lie like rugs, miscategorize, put out false narratives, gaslight, pretend to care? What happens? Nothing. Like right now, I shit you not, guys, there's a video of Joe Rogan who, you know, okay, called him out, disagree on this, disagree on that. Some things I agree with though. Don't watch enough of it to really give you a good breakdown of what's good, what's not. I tend to only tune in when there's some controversy. And then you got to be careful who you watch because one side's got one narrative, the other side's got another narrative. So I pretty much try to stay out of it. And then if you do comment on it, everyone say you're clout chasing because that's the word you say when people say shit about people in your life that you don't like. Like when they disagree with you, when they are taking a hit at your person you like, you say they're clout chasing. But when they're bigging up the person you like, you're like, you're having a good opinion. So it's all bullshit. It really doesn't matter. Because to somebody, no matter what you say, you're either clout chasing or hating or you're trying to latch on for survival. Or the point is, so Joe Rogan had COVID-19. He put out a video on Instagram. CNN puts out the video, and the video is obviously doctored. It's obviously they did shit to the lighting. They obviously made him look sicker in the video. And Joe Rogan went and put out a video with their video, the video they put out of him and the video he originally put out, and put them side by side and just uploaded them and said, look what they did to me. They made me look like I was on my deathbed. And it's obvious that they did this. It's obvious the footage was doctored. You cannot deny this. You look at it, you can tell. You cannot come away saying, hey, they didn't do anything. What are you talking about? It's like, are you going to believe, your lying eyes, or are you going to believe us? That type of thing. And lo and behold, there's some people that are believing them. They're believing CNN over what they see. It's obvious. It's like a black and white video versus a fully in color video. You know? So there's no limit to what they'll go to in order to try to discredit, to slander, to bash, to go after whoever they want to go after who doesn't toe the line for whatever they're trying to build up. And that's just what it is. Newsweek does it, CNN does it, Fox does it. They all do this. Right now, a lot of people are getting a lot of views talking about AOC. And I saw this coming. It's like, believe me, guys, I've had people who've been telling me not to trust AOC for the last couple of years. I just really haven't been listening. I mean, I listen, but it's like, you know, how do I really know how horrible she is? I don't know, but these people say, Tim, she's disingenuous. Tim, she's horrible. She's a liar. She's a phony, Tim Black. Then I got people saying, Tim, she's amazing. She's a fighter for the people. Can't build up anything if we just destroy everyone. So it's like, what do you do with that? What do you do? What would you do? So you go with your gut. I just kind of like stayed out for a long time. So here we go. She catches COVID-19. She's one of the main people saying people need to mask up. She catches COVID. And she was just in Miami without a mask on at a party outside. And I'm like, well, she's at a party outside without a mask. And you were telling people not to wear masks. You're against mask mandates anyway. And she's outside. It's a bunch of hypocrisy. All of this shit is hypocrisy. So your knock on her is that she was not wearing a mask outside when you don't wear a mask outside, do you? You don't want a mask up inside. If she caught COVID, you said, what are you saying? You're saying she should have wore a mask. But we all know anybody can catch COVID regardless of what they do. So it just gets very tiresome. It's very tiresome. And no matter what side of this you come up on, it doesn't change the fact that politics makes people scumbags. And people start playing for their team and they do certain shit. And that's what happens. And politics is a tough, dirty game. That's why I'm not a politician. So I'm not saying you're wrong to question motives, to question actions. I'm not saying that you're wrong to question people. I'm not saying you're wrong to call people out. Do what you want to do. I'm just saying it looks hypocritical when your guy gets sick, not wearing a mask. People have died not wearing masks. There have been COVID-19 people, or people that say it doesn't exist, or people that say this is all a bunch of bullshit, who have died. Literally died. Like the pizza guy. The 999 guy. Remember that guy ran for president? He was a guy like, screw the mask. Godfather's pizza guy. Remember this guy? Black guy. Ran for president for 2 seconds. Man, he rest in peace, man. I'm not making fun of that. It's not funny. But he was like against masks. And then like next time I heard from him, he was in a hospital. Next time I heard from him, he was gone. He was dead. I saw a video of him at some Trump event dancing like this. Outside, no mask. You were like, so what? He's outside, doesn't have a mask on. He's outside, bunch of snowflake assholes complaining about a guy being outside at an event. Then he passed away. And now, AOC is sick. She was at an event outside. Same thing. but you go after her. So it's like there is no consistency. There is no hope she could rally back. You know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm going, but the narrative's like, it doesn't matter. It's like, we got a bunch of people that are in this business to make money, and their job is to say certain shit. And in regards to what their stance was yesterday, if it was their person, they defend it. If it was the other side, they condemn it. And when it flips, and their people are doing this, doing the thing their opposition was doing, then they support it. It's like the people who view it or who view it, who support it, who subscribe to it, who sponsor it, they don't give a shit because they don't care. I don't know. Do people care? I don't know if people care or not. All I'm saying is it's a bunch of noise and it's all lies and it keeps working. Big K.
Ayo, wait, hold up, pause, no debate, no applause. Tired of the wait, man, we need a revolution, but you came to debate. We be down for the cause. I be laid on a sauce, keep us down for the cause. Fuck up, round, get a public execution. Better wise up, hold up, fuck it, pause.